items under item number 4, approval of minutes for the pre-council meeting and the regular city council meeting, April 1st and the 15th.
I have 2 corrections to make. I don't have 15. All I've got
This is April 1st.
It's April 1st.
Okay, I'm sorry, just April 1st.
Got 2 corrections to make. On item number 6, the new business, it reads, type calculator for the amount of $1,000. It should read $2,444.19. And then on item number 7, that one reads $2,444.19, and that one should say $1,000. So we've got the dollar amount mixed between 6 and 7. And with that, since each council member has received a copy, make a motion that reading of the minutes be dispensed with and they be approved as submitted with those corrections.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Any reports from any of our consultants or professionals? If not, Mayor doesn't have a report, but I would like to make a report. Once again, I'll make it brief. Just as a information purposes, the city is in good financial standing. Our credit rating was increased 2 points. Never been heard of before. We're doing very good financially from a city standpoint. We would like to thank the employees of the city. We know that they do such hard work for us, out here and making sure that things are done. So we want to commend the employees, want to commend all the department heads for, putting up with me, I guess, as far as asking where every dime is being spent. I would also like to thank the council members, and I say that to say, they always kid me about not wanting to spend money, but at the same time, they understand that, from a financial standpoint, we have a lot of people that we have to answer to. So, therefore, it's big news. Big news. Is the news guy here tonight? Okay, that figured. I bet you if something else was going on, I bet you they'll be here though. Of course. Well, anyway, that's all that I have. Any department head reports? If not, we'll move right along to council member reports. I'll start it off from a finance standpoint. We're in good financial standing once again, and I'm planning to have a work session either Monday or Tuesday of next week. I will give the notice to Carolyn, and she will send it out or send it to James. Yeah. So it'll be a work session on either Monday or Tuesday of next week. All right, that's all that I have. Councilor Beard? Also, I can't forget one more thing, Councilor Beard, I'm sorry.
All right.
Also, there will be a benefit for 3 Hots and a Cot serving our veterans on Saturday, May the 24th. So get the word out, please. This will be a real good event. Very nice. It's going to be, it's free admission. Be live music, food, military surplus, crafts. It's really going to be a good event. It's going to open up that area. It's going to start from 11 a.m. until sundown. From 11 a.m. until sundown is Saturday, May 24th. I would also like to announce the Holiday Gardens neighborhood meeting will be next Tuesday at 6:30 at the Senior Center. Everyone is invited. Please stop by just to see what's going on in Holiday Gardens. Thank you. Councilor Beard?
Got an announcement from the Senior Center. It says, attention ladies 60 years of age and older. Irondale Senior Center is looking for ladies that would be willing to represent the city of Irondale in the Miss Senior Irondale pageant. You must be 60 years old or older, have a 2.5-minute talent of your choice, be poised and graceful, and have a 45-second philosophy of life. If you're interested in being part of the Miss Irondale contest, and I think this will go on the winner to Miss Senior Alabama contest, If you're interested, contact Kathy Sanderson at the Senior Center, or you can contact my wife, Regina Bearden. And Regina's got some copies of this handout if any of you would like to participate. That's all we've got tonight.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Sanderson?
I don't have anything new on economic development since you've covered our new credit rating. I would like to say thank you to the people that went. That's Council President Wilson, our City Clerk James Stewart, City Attorney, and our bond attorney, and Mayor Alexander. So, I know they all had parts in the presentation. And by the way, if you didn't get exactly what the rating, we had an A+ credit rating. It jumped to AA. And as Council Wilson pointed out, a 2-level jump is phenomenal for any city, and particularly for one as small as Irondale is, so that is a big deal. Now, something very quickly, just for the folks who are here and interested in Mountain Brook Swim and Tennis. In pre-council, we did agree to table that indefinitely. The city zoning inspector says that by doing that, since the applicant has withdrawn, that effectively ends the appeal. Now, a new owner or someone else can come back and start over with the Planning and Zoning Committee, but what we have done for our zoning chief is by tabling it indefinitely, it's off the agenda, it can no longer be appealed, so there's nothing concerning rezoning of Mountain Brook Swim and Tennis in front of us at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman White?
Yes, I'd just like to say a few things. Number one, Terry, y'all don't have to worry about me getting into the beauty contest. You lost me at Poison Grace.
Okay.
Yes, just want to let you know that. Another thing is, I don't know who puts out the Holiday Gardens Association, Neighborhood Watch, whatever, but it is fabulous. I just want y'all to know that. I mean, it had everything in it, from how to do everything. I mean, if you had a problem, it had an answer. It's a fabulous, fabulous newsletter. And so I just wanted to thank whoever does that, because they do a phenomenal job. That's about all I have, unless Chief Davis, do you have anything to say about the fire department or anything going on?
Well, we've been very busy.
Been very busy?
Yeah. We made 141 calls last month for service, 96 EMS calls. It resulted in 96 people having to be transported to the hospital, and we had 45 fire calls. That really is kind of an average, maybe even slightly below average. But anyway, we're happy to be able to meet the needs of the citizens in that way, and we're very close to finishing the upgrades to fire station number 3.
Yes.
So, we appreciate the council's support for us on that, and I think as soon as we get it finished, we'll plan on having an open house for any of the citizens, and that will be announced at a future date. So we would be very happy for people to come and see what we have. So thank you very much for what y'all do.
Well, you're just welcome. And for some people here that do not know where station number 3 is, it is on Alton Road, and it serves Highway 11, the Roebuck Plaza community, Amber Hills Road, that area out there, and it was not in very good shape, and we appropriated the money for it to have a pretty good makeover, and it's finished now.
Yeah, just a few little odds and ends to kind of like put the finishing touch on. So, we want to make sure it looks, completely finished before we invite anybody in.
And I just like to say, you may have never thought about this, but our firemen, their firehouse is their second home. If they check in and they don't like it, or the facilities are not what they need to be, then they can't check out and get another room or go somewhere else. And they are dedicating their lives for our safety. And so we felt like that this was a very good thing that we needed to do for the firemen that actually live there. So I just wanted to bring that up, because a lot of people don't realize that. And they're there for 24 hours. They're on 24, all 48. And so, we need to have the best facilities that the city can provide for our people that are looking out for our safety and our welfare. And I'd like for you to tell everybody here, since we have a full house, how many paramedics and EMTs do we have?
We currently have 38 firefighters total, and of those, 24 are paramedics, and so then, 14 then are EMTs. Everybody on the fire department is trained in the EMS field. Just the paramedic is the highest level, and all of our engine companies. You might wonder, why does a fire truck come to my house? It's because it carries a full complement of medical gear. It can treat you for, diabetic emergencies, cardiac emergencies, trauma, which we get with, car wrecks and so forth. So we have a full complement of rescue equipment, and thus, by being on these fire engines, we can get you the quickest service possible because we have them strategically located through the city.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for all you do, and I don't know if y'all have ever had to have emergency medical care, but we have it at my house, and I tell you, when you see them driving up, it's a godsend. So just wanted to let y'all know that we are, station number 3, and when it's all tweaked and done, we'll have an open house, and we'd love for you to come.
While you're on that subject, if you don't mind me interrupting, Randy, I'd like to ask you, yesterday evening, there was apparently a bad car wreck on Overton Road. A couple of ambulances, a fire truck, and that emergency medical vehicle. Can you tell us what happened there?
Well, the report that I got back from it was that it could have been a lot worse. And as you know, we have had some very bad accidents in that area. And so, we were able to get the people transported, and so we, feel confident that they're going to be fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council White. Council London?
First of all, I want to say good evening to everyone. I hope I had a great week. A couple of things as far as the parks are concerned. We might ask you to tell them we're in our final stages of selecting a person to do the playground equipment. Right now we've narrowed it down to 2 people, and now we're just going out and just seeing some things that we've already done around the city, and then we're going to decide on that. So just let them know playground equipment, part 1 of Beacon Park, which is phase 1, is on its way. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of. Now that we've got our AA rating, we should have some money in the bank coming soon. Also Rock Ridge. Right now, the 2 young ladies came in and did a real nice design on their green space. We're in the process also of finding a contractor to maybe even do that park. And also Elder Park had equipment down there also that we had to pull up, and we're in the process of replacing that equipment also. And people wonder, the question always asks, why we don't have playground equipment. And the answer was, once we got experts to go look at it, it was a lawsuit waiting to happen. So we had to immediately get the equipment up out of the playground area before the city got sued. So that's why we don't have playground equipment, but it's on its way. The second thing that I have, Brandon and I was discussing this thing a few weeks ago, and what we're trying to do, bring all the presidents of each neighborhood associations together, get them together in front of the city council. So we look for something. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. We're just kind of talking. What we like to do is discussing is bring all the neighborhood presidents together in one spot. Maybe at a work session in front of the city council, and that way the information could go back out to your different association firsthand instead of secondhand. I think a lot of times information goes out secondhand, but if you had a representative come into the work sessions and get it firsthand and take it out, I think we can better serve the city in that way. So be looking for that. Also, look for something coming. Walk and talk with the council. Which is myself. There's a group of people that every morning they walk in Beacon Park at about 5 o'clock. I'm not gonna be there every morning, but probably a couple of days a week. If you wanna come out and walk with your city council, which is myself, about 5:30, like maybe on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, we'd love to have you. We can walk, exercise, and at the same time talk about what we're trying to do for the city. And also, we put together on Saturday mornings, chat with your council. We have a nice coffee shop there at the Caboose, Grantsville Station, on Saturday mornings, maybe about 7:30. If you want to come and sit around the table and drink a cup of coffee and have a donut with me, your city council, we'd love to have you, and we just talk openly about some things that, as far as what I need to do better, because I'm always one of those guys, if I can't go left and I need to work on it, that's fine, I have no problem. I have no thin skin about some things that you need to do better. I have no problem with that also. You know, criticism is something that's always been part of my life. You know, when you grow up in a family of 12, you know, 7 of those guys are brothers, so you understand how that goes sometimes. But if you want to come and have a cup of coffee with your city council, and we can talk, and then, you know, we all in this thing together. And I've always said that this is not about me; it's about the city altogether. So, you know, you may have an idea or something that you see in your community, in your neighborhood, on your street, as your neighbor. I don't live next to you. I live where I live next to myself. I know my neighbors. I know everybody on my street. I know if there's a car that comes through there, it's not supposed to be in that driveway. I already know that. So you live where you live. If there's something that's happening in your neighborhood, on your street, with your neighbor, that'll be a great time to we can talk about it and then go to the appropriate people to get it taken care of. But hey, hope y'all have a great rest of the week. Happy Mother's Day, first of all the mothers, and fathers. I know they're not your mothers, but flowers, I know they're on their way, right? I know they're on their way. Hey, thank you. Thank you for letting me serve you as your city council.
Council Bill.
I just wanted to say something else. This past week, the council and the mayor and James and I went to Mobile for the annual Alabama League of Municipalities meeting. And while there, I spoke with some people about storm shelters. I know in my travels as I work, my job's sales, and so I go from Tuscaloosa to Gadsden and Clanton to Coleman, and I've seen several cities with storm shelters for their residents. And I talked to some people about storm shelters and maybe putting some in Irondale so that people that don't have a basement to go to or a safe place will have a storm shelter that they can go to in their community. And I'm going to ask those people to come and speak to the council and talk to the rest of the council members about where we could put some storm shelters that would benefit the city, the citizens, and not real expensive. I was expecting a 100-person shelter is $50,000. That's $500 per person, and if a tornado came through one of these neighborhoods, how many people might be injured or killed? And for $500 a citizen, we might be able to save some lives or some serious injuries to some people. So I just want you to know that we'll be talking about that in the future.
Thank you,
One
Council.
more thing, Mr. President.
Yes.
I forgot to mention this. How many of you know all of your firemen and all of your police officers? If you see them in Walmart, how many of you could recognize your police officers or your firemen if they walk, if you see them in Walmart? Maybe two? I see two? Maybe two, 1, 2. What do you think about this? I'm on publicity. If our fire department and our police department get us some posters with all their officers on those posters, and we can put those in our schools, maybe in our homes, in our stores, around the neighborhood. What do you think about that? Would that help you? Would that be good for you? I would love to do it. Can we work on that, Chief?
Yes, sir.
I would love to do that because, our kids, when they walk into the Sam's, need to say, hey, you Irondale fireman, you Irondale police officer. I just think that builds more, trust as far as our police and our firemen concerned within our neighborhood. So we're going